Pandas, 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 pandas. Where are my pandas? Welcome to the stream. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday, Monday, Monday. We're back live at it again. Trading the Nascraq as usual. Are you ready? Are you ready to make some bamboo? Good morning, my pandas. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got news at 10. We surely do. And then we got big news on Wednesday. And that's, I mean, it's going to be big news, but everyone's going to know what's going to happen. They're not going to cut interest rates. Right? There's a Fed funds rate on Wednesday, FOMC. It's going to be a big one. And we kind of already know what's going to happen. I guess the conference is more what is going to move the markets. And knowing that, that could mean that the news itself may not do much. So, I don't know. Typically, I think the press conference is going to be more, it's going to have more movement than the actual FOMC statement. But who knows? Who knows? It's usually a good bet. It's usually a good bet on the FOMC statement itself. Usually a good bet, but pretty much everyone knows what's going to happen, so I don't know. Everyone knows what's going to happen, so I do not know. Albert Mo, good morning. Blue Steel, good morning. Alessandro V, good morning. Hi, you study from Al Brooks, right? What are you using as his lessons in your trading? The thing about Al Brooks is that I guess overall he teaches you how to read price action. That's what we're trying to do on this channel. The setups that I actually use are his H1, H2 setups. There's other setups that he doesn't really talk about in terms of the actual specific setups, but he kind of goes over like most likely things like this will happen. Strong bull bar with there'd probably be some follow through with that, things like that. So there's like little nuances here and there that you can read with price action that I use from Al Brooks. Major trend reversals, right? Just coming off major support resistance and trying to find a reversal. The way I like to enter it was with a failed second entry. That's how I like to enter those, especially in the higher time frames. So, it just really depends on like. It's kind of hard to like. That's the one thing about Al Brooks, like because he's kind of like He does have setups. Don't get me wrong. He has a certain setups that I like to use, but the issue is that what's most important is context. So even if you have a good setup, without context, it means absolutely nothing. So my things I like to take away that he has, right? Inside bars, OI patterns. I like to use those. And that's a setup that he has. Also, H1, H2s, of course, and then which are basically two-legged pullbacks. And then major trend reversals. Major trend reversals when it comes off a major support resistance. And that's what you'll see me trading often here. The biggest trades really come from the major trend reversals, though. Cinco de Mayo. I should put my sombrero on, huh? Should I look for a sombrero?
5-minute trap.
Market's open. Do they have a sombrero? Or something Mexican? Oh, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. We have news at 10. We have news at 10. Ooh, what is this? Cluster of candles. There is some balance here. I'm going to find some balance here. That's a big cluster of candles. Very overlapping here. We can find some balance here. We get nonsense like this. It's hard to trade. Lots of overlapping bars. I mean, we can just hang out until news. Also, since there's a big news on Wednesday, we can be pretty choppy this week, today and tomorrow. But since we have news today, it couldn't actually we can have some volatility today. But as far as tomorrow goes, it could be very choppy just because people are just waiting for news. Quite a strong push down. Interesting. But a very strong push back up. Also interesting. Could be some follow through here. Push back up. 5-minute huge gap. Huge gap, but there is a gap to fill. Oh, we basically open right beneath the previous day's low. That's insane. But we have a gap beneath the fill.
2,500 tick trap.
Mm.
Tick trap.
Let's try here. Should be set. Okay. So feels like I just short. 2,500 tick chart. It gets a micro double top. That's I got pretty lucky that it didn't enter that trade. Let's see. Is there more room to go down? Is a question. Second entry long here. Okay, we're in this trade. One contract. I'm looking to at least come back into this this area of balance here, right? All these overlapping candles, I think it's a good target. Feels like I just short on the 2,500 tick. Gap above on the 5-minute chart. Let's see here. It's looking a little bit sus now. Let's see. This candle to finish. It finishes above where I entered. I wish it finished above this pivot. That'd be much better. On the 5-minute, if we can close above the previous day's low, I think that's a really good sign for us. Got 30 more seconds on this 5-minute candle. Depending on how this candle finishes, I think I'm going to either skunk it or not. If we close above the previous day's low, then I like it. If we close beneath it, I might skunk it. Got 10 more seconds. Close above it, that'd be great. Okay, I think we're clear here. We're all clear. Yeah, we're all clear. At least enough to hold this trade to make some bamboos geese. For some reason, it looks like it's not really copying on one of my accounts. Not sure why not. It's kind of going all over the place. Like some accounts, some of the, not sure what's happening here. Like for some of them, I'm like negative. What's going on? I'm not sure why that's happening. For some accounts, for some reason, I'm not making bamboo. And some accounts, I am making good bamboo. That's a bit frustrating, isn't it? Like, isn't that a bit frustrating? They should all be copied, but for some reason, some of them are not being copied. In fact, some of them losing money, which I don't know why. I'm a little bit confused right now, pandas. Like, some accounts are just not copying correctly. I'm not sure what's going on. It's really strange. Really, really strange. Well, what can you do? I'm in the trade. What can you do? I don't know why. It's like only half of them are being copied. But it's weird because on the trade copier it says I'm long all the contracts or all the accounts. I don't know what's happening here. So strange. Beautiful bounce off the 20 EMA here with a fail second entry short. Nice strong push up. Let's see if I can just scalp it here. Interesting. That was very strange, pandas. After I finished the trade, then it kind of like finalized it, and then I made bamboo on all my accounts. That was so strange, pandas. That was really weird. The moment I closed the trades, then all my accounts updated. That was so strange. I'm not sure why I did that. I'm not sure why I did that. That was really weird. Kind of annoying because it kind of made me want to get out of that trade a little early. Ends up being an okay thing though right now. It's pulling back a little bit. I could technically buy here and it'll be better than the current setup. Like if I bought it anywhere here, that means I'm in a better place than I was here. If I come out break even, I can at least guarantee those profits there. But if it makes it to my target, which is a 1-to-1, then that's unfortunate, right? Just because I probably would have held it there if my accounts were all jacked up. That was really strange. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but the for some reason it didn't look like it was copying on my other accounts. But the moment I closed my trade, all my accounts updated. It was really strange. Entering fail second entry short 2500 tick. Fail second entry short 2500 tick chart. Second entry long though, there's a second entry long here too, so this is actually an okay trade as well. If you want to enter it here, if you had entered here, maybe decent trade as well. Maybe not so bad. I prematurely took my trade out. I don't know. Maybe not the worst thing in the world. We do have news at 10, so we could chop around a little bit. The news at 10 is decent, can be decent. It can actually move the markets. Okay. The 5 minutes showing a reversal candle. Maybe really good. I just took out my trade right there. Basically the bottom of this like area. Right. If you can't make a 1-to-1, the setup fails in my opinion, right? If you can't even make a 1-to-1 on your trade, then I would say that's a failed setup. And we, fortunately, because of my trade copier, I came out a little early on that trade. And I'm kind of glad I did, because this looks like it's about to hit the other side of this. But we made like 500 bamboo. Pandas, let me tell you this. Welcome for everyone who has joined. Make sure you scalp that like button. Drop a GM in the chat. Actually, let me see. Tate, good morning. Day trader, check out affordable indicator copier. Now that you have more accounts, may need another type of solution. Okay. Do you have ATM copy checked with your Replicanto? Weird. Let me see. Do I? I don't use that. I don't use that feature. Is it good? I don't know. It's a little bit. Is it like what's the difference between ATM copy and not ATM copy? I guess I'll try it because that was a little funky. So I'll try this one. All right, ATM copy. I'm guessing what ATM copy is what it does is when it just copies the ATM over to the other accounts instead of trying to copy like the actual order. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I could be wrong. But when I adjust my targets, how does it do it? I'm not sure. Okay, so we do lose that trade. That is actually at the end a bad trade because it didn't make a 1-to-1. I got really lucky that I came out there. The only reason why I came out is because we hit the bottom of this trading range that I drew. And I felt like if that was a good place to test. And another reason why I got out early is because of the funky, whatever was happening, the funkiness with the trade copier. Again, we have news at 10, Pandas. About 15 minutes. We're kind of just in a big trading range, in my opinion. I don't know. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Big up, big down. The 5 minutes doing something annoying, right? Basically made an expanding pattern. It's a higher high, a lower low. Basically the worst thing in the world. I hate expanding patterns. Pops all the way back up. Look at this move. Down and move back up. It's as if people were waiting here to buy with limit orders after that setup failed. It's just insane. They just reloaded there. That's just crazy to me. Phil X, good morning. Austin Hair, good morning. Sage, how same thing has happened to me this morning. I'm guessing the trade copier will just work because that was weird. Like it wasn't updating, and then when I exited the trade, then it, which is like kind of strange because if you think about it, like think about what would have to happen in the background for that to happen. That means like NinjaTrader is not updating, and for some reason Replicanto can manipulate NinjaTrader. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. What I'm thinking is there must be some sort of update on Replicanto that they need to do, and it's not playing nice with NinjaTrader. So for some reason, but the thing is, on the rhythmic, it wasn't even updating. See, that's the strangest part. The rhythmic wasn't even updating, and the fact that after I got out of the trade, then rhythmic updated. That's the strangest part to me, because if rhythmic is not up, like if it can change rhythmic, then that means there are forces on your local computer that can manipulate rhythmic. That's insane. That's insane. Isn't that kind of crazy? Isn't that a little scary? That means that there are forces on your local computer that can manipulate rhythmic. Making a big claim here, but I don't know. Maybe I'm talking crazy. I'm guessing I'm talking crazy. I mean, what do I know? I'm just a panda. I'm just a panda. There was some sort of news that came out at 9:45, but nothing huge. But with that volatility, there's definitely some sort of news. When you consider it's a fail second entry, is it the goes below a certain number of points? It's more the pivot for me. What do I consider a fail second entry? It's the pivot. If it doesn't break the previous pivot, or a pointage. If the pivot's very close, then I'll consider pointage. Like, 10 points, 20 points maybe. Like if it's beneath that. But here, right? Let's say this fails second entry short. This fails second entry short. You had A, B, C. A, the second entry. But that fails, reverses. If this went all the way down beyond this pivot, like this, then I wouldn't really consider that a trap. Or if it went beneath this pivot. Second entry long here, but it is very, very weird, right? V bottom right now. It's a very strange place to trade. Very confusing. Lots of overlap. There is some bullish momentum here, as you can see. Lots of bull bars in a row. Some consolidation. It's just, to me, it didn't even touch the 20 EMA. No support. It could be a very strong push up, but it's just very strange price action right now. I'm just going to sit on my pause, wait for a better setup. But there's a second entry long bad signal bar. And if it is creating a small little range, it's at the top of it. Very confusing. Lee says, bro, you already have 500 bambaroonies. One single trade. I'll tell you this, pandas, right now. This is the goal. And I want you guys to be part of the journey. I want you guys to be part of the journey. This is the goal right now. We will hit max payouts with 20 accounts for a payout of $55,000. We will hit it, pandas, and we will hit it together. That is my mission right now. That is my mission. We will hit, and I'm gonna name it and claim it. We will hit max payouts with 20 accounts on the 150Ks, and you guys are gonna watch me do it. You're gonna watch every step of the journey here. Every single step of the journey here. You will see it. You will witness. You will be a witness. Smashes through. Doesn't fill me, and it blasts off. Doesn't fill me. That trade was so good that it didn't fill me. It went right through my order. Right, with a stop limit order, it can do that. But that trade was such a good trade. It just blasted right through it. It doesn't go very far, though. But once you have this kind of move, I cancel my trades. I cancel it because I don't want it to come. If it does come back, it feels like a trap, right? Like if it blasts off like this, but then it actually reverses to fill me. I don't think I want the trade anymore because we just have an equally strong breakout and a failed breakout, equally strong. So I just stay away from it. This probably gonna end up working out pretty nice though. We got a huge bear bar and a bull bar here. That might be the final move, but that was, maybe finally testing the 20 MA. That's what I wanted to do. I don't know. Wow, that's wild. That's funky looking price action. We got like 4 overlapping bars, but they're not small. They're big overlapping bars. Yikes. Limit order market here, obviously. I mean, I could try. The best trade I have for me is actually buying with a limit order right here. This is the best trade for me. According to the current price action, the best setup I have right now is to buy it right here because of the pure limit order price action. Like, this is the best place to buy. Ooh. I think other traders are doing what I did. I'm gonna cancel it now because now that it's here, it could push down with another bear bar.
5-minute trap.
5-minute trap. Oh, big push down. Look at this funky price action. We got like 4 overlapping bars that are big bars. Funky, funky. I would be careful today, pandas. Like, this is not looking to be an easy day. This is going to be one of those days I think people are going to bust their accounts and go on tilt. It just looks and feels like one of those days, right? Big up, big down, lots of overlapping bars. Just be extra careful today. Be extra vigilant in your hard stop when it comes to trading. Right? You should have like a hard stop, some sort of stop to say, no matter how much, like no matter what happens, since I've lost this much money, I'm done. For us, we just took one trade. I'm happy to be up 500. I mean, what's the rush here? There's no rush. No rush. We got plenty of time to make 5K. Once we make 5K, we're going to try to hit the other. I mean, I want good price action, right? If you want to like make big money, you need good price action. And today, honestly, with this nonsense here like this, all this nonsense over here, I just don't like it. I don't like today. I don't like how it looks like. I'd rather just jump on sim trading at this point and just see if we can have fun today. But no one's going to watch the stream if we just sim trade, right? This is looking really funky though. I do not like this price action. I do not like what I'm seeing. It looks like it's giving us evidence that it's gonna be difficult, in my opinion. This is not looking easy. So be careful. Austin Harrow. I've watched tons of other channels over the years. No one does it like Panda. No one's doing it like us. Okay, I mean I admit it. Friday was a little bit tough, right? Friday was a little bit tough. Not gonna lie. You're gonna hit a couple snags, but it's how you bounce back, pandas. It's how you bounce back. Overall, the trading has been excellent here. We have been doing excellent trading, and I love it. I was thinking that I've turned a corner. I think I've really turned a corner somewhere, and it just happened to happen on year 4. In my mind, I was thinking it'll probably take 4 to 5 years to get good at trading the futures. I started 4 years ago, and we're in our 4th year now, and I think it's kind of like it's clicking right now. We're clicking. We're kind of like we're getting good risk rewards. We're getting a better feel of the price action. We're getting an idea of really how to ebb and flow with the market, and um, I think I thought 4 to 5 years because that's how long it takes to get a master's degree, right? I mean, some people can get in 2 years, depends on what master's, but like if you're getting a master's to a doctorate, you need like 4 more years of schooling, 7 years after grad school, basically, or 7 years after undergrad to get a doctorate. So, I mean, you're talking about solid 4 to 7 years to like have the kind of experience you might need as you would need in any other, profession to get good at something. And we're hitting year 4. I think year 5 is it's gonna be the best year yet. It's gonna be your best year, but I think year 4 we're turning the corner, and you're seeing glimpses of what year 5 is gonna look like. You're gonna see glimpses of how great, how great, how great it can be trading futures. Like you're just seeing glimpses of it right now. I'm enjoying this journey. I hope you guys are enjoying this journey. I mean, you guys make this journey worth it for me at least. You guys definitely make it worth it. Absolutely incredible. Lazy bye bye. Have you explored other trading methods like FVGs or trading via volume profile? Um, I never seriously looked into it. I've seen like videos of it, but never seriously looked into it. The thing is about if you trade any of those other systems, you need to know price action. It doesn't matter. You still need to know price action. Price action is the foundation of all these systems. Because all those systems are going to say this. You need to know the context, right, to take the trade. Like you need the context, like, and context. The only way to know, be able to understand context is with price action. So every system, right? Let's just say Bollinger Bands, RSI, any of these indicators. You can even talk about ICT, whatever fair value gaps. You can talk about these, but if you don't know price action, then none of it matters. None of it matters. I'm gonna set them on pause just because I know this is gonna be like choppy waters. I'm setting my pause until we get out of these choppy waters, and it could be news at 10 o'clock happening in about 3.5 minutes. So just be ready for it. Please be ready for it. Got 3 minutes to news. Fake gurus uses other, and I guarantee none of them that uses those BS makes a single cent off the market. The thing is, they probably find some success, but they probably ultimately fail because they cannot control their risk reward. They cannot control their risk reward, nor probably can they have good. They probably don't have good cash management. Ultimately, right, their systems fail because they cannot do those things properly. I watched the interview with Jade Cap, and he said something very interesting, which I think helps me view each trade as I should. And he basically said like every trade that you take, that stop loss, you're already considered losing, right? To you, and the way he compared it to is like if you have a business and you buy like sneakers, right? Let's say you have a retail store, like you sneaker shop, and you buy sneakers, right? You already took the hit on those sneakers. Now, will you sell the sneakers is the question. And basically, it's an expense that you have to consider. So every trade that you take is like an expense for a business, and sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. And that's kind of like the mindset he has per trade. And I really like that mindset. Like I listened to like the whole interview, and there are a couple like gems in there. J Cap, he's actually a pretty articulate person, and I could tell he's pretty wise. You could tell he has the battle scars when it comes to trading. You can tell that he's when he talks, like he's seen it all. Like not all, but he's experienced what he's talking about, and he himself has struggled with it. So he's actually very honest, and so I was pretty impressed of the interview, mostly because of that, like how I could tell like the things he was saying by the substance of what he was saying is that this guy he's a true one. Like he really he really knows how hard it is to trade. But there were some gems in there that I liked. That was one of them that I really that I took for myself, saying that's a good way to view every trade, right? It's as an expense. So, for instance, like if you're not willing to lose a trade because the risk is too large, then don't take the trade, right? Don't take the trade because that's basically an expense you're not willing to take. News dropped. Huge gap on the 5 minute chart. Most likely will fill. But the news dropped at 10. We're going to wait a little bit for this to calm down. Like I just kind of drew like a rough trading range here, and we're just hitting the top of the trading range. Lots of overlapping bars. I don't know if there's gonna be follow through on this push up here, just because looking at it, it just looks so choppy. Okay, outside bars. There's a huge gap on the 5-minute chart. Just be aware. These gaps fill pretty quickly, but there's a gap there. So eventually it doesn't come back down, I think, today. I don't know if I want to, sell into a strong bull bar, but maybe at a resistance, if we get a reversal, I may consider it to try to fill this gap. There's a gap above as well that needs to fill. There's a gap below that needs to fill. I mean, there's a lot of gaps I need to fill below. I'm just telling you. And the biggest gap of all is the Globex session gap, which hasn't filled for several weeks now. Not several, but 2 weeks now. It hasn't filled, right? There's a gap here on the Globex that hasn't filled yet, and it's been 2 weeks. When will it fill? I mean, I think it should fill soon, in my opinion. We're at a resistance on the weekly chart. I mean, I just don't know. Jamil, good morning. I think Apex did pay out. I think what you're talking about, the court case, is a different thing. I think someone else kind of made a payout, a big payout, not as big as JCaps, but I think JCap, they just paid him out straight up. And I think at the end he walked away with like $2 million because there's a 90-10 split, something like that. I think he ended up walking out with 2 million or something like that. And then he has to pay taxes on that, which is at the end he's gonna walk away with 1.25 million, something like that. This is ridiculous. Taxes are just my goodness. Taxes. It's just insane. Like what am I getting with my taxes? That's the thing. Like, okay, I'm okay with paying taxes, like, but I want the taxes to go to something like beneficial for me. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know where my taxes are going. I pay so much taxes. I'm telling you, I pay so many taxes. I paid. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. With the reversal here, this might be an interesting trade because we are potentially at the top of a trading range. We can have a fail second entry long. That's what I'd be looking for. I just need an entry here. I don't know if we're going to get one, though. If this really is a strong reversal, we might not get an entry. Yeah, it's already pushing down. Like, we're not going to get our entry here. It's going to go without us. That's another thing about being so patient is, like, you wait for your entry, and sometimes it never comes, even though like, especially when you have a good, like, resistance. It's just too late, right? Oftentimes you don't get your setup because people are so eager to jump in, they don't give you your setup. It's just like A tops, V bottoms. It's just very hard to catch, though. Very hard to catch. Okay, like I mentioned, the gap would fill on the 5-minute, and lo and behold, gap filled on 5-minute chart. Technically, it has not filled yet. Very close, but technically did not. If I had a setup to reverse, I would have. But again, like I said, it was such a good spot to reverse. So many people took it, and just did not give a setup. Did not give a setup to us. The gap finally fills on the 5 minute. Like I mentioned, there was a gap here that will probably fill quickly. I was waiting for it to hit the 20 EMA so I can find a reversal, but it doesn't even hit the 20 EMA. And it reverses basically in the next candle. So there was that little gap here, like literal gap was created with the news, and it got filled within 2 bars. I wanted to set up to it, but I didn't get it. I mean, I just got this choppy mess here and didn't really get anything I wanted to trade. Little Hammer needs to calm down. Little Hammer is the next Iman. I don't know how to say his name. Was it Iman training? Iman? Iman? His videos are actually pretty entertaining to watch. He does a lot of research, a lot of time to expose like gurus. I think he single-handedly like destroyed like 3 or 4 like fake like gurus out there, which is like, you know, using the Lord's work. But Iman, he does like, you know, he kind of puts it all out there so you can see it. Actually does really good stuff. But like for me, I can't imagine doing content like this because I don't want to spend so much time like I don't want to spend my days looking for like fake gurus, like the content from fake gurus and going sifting through it. It's just I don't know. I just feel like it's not worth my time. It's a lot of negative energy there. I mean, it's pushing down. I don't know. We're still in our trading range. I don't like anything here. Like I said, today could be a very confusing day. It's just a lot of chop, a lot of overlapping bars. A lot of like nonsense like this. Around the 5 minute, this is a little bit sus here. A huge push up, but within that same bar, pushes back down. It looks like a bear flag, right? If we were like to consider this to be like a move down like this, could be like a bear flag. Actually, this is a second entry short. Oh, that's a second entry short. Never realized that. Second entry short right here. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Second entry short here. Coming back into our channel. It's actually a good signal bar to go short, but it comes back into our channel, so it's hard to go short here. We have a channel here, and it came back into it, right? Broke through it, it came back into it. Makes it feel like it might come back to the top of it, right? Overshoot to an undershoot. Coming back into this channel, it can do that as well. Okay. Coming back into our channel with a pretty strong bull bar, but no follow through right after that, at least. We'll wait for this candle to finish. Little Hammer says, I like your aggressive way of trading. I don't know if I'm an aggressive trader. I trade like 1 to 2 contracts. If I go on tilt, I'll go like 4 contracts, like doubling up my, you know, like a position that I'm in already with 2. But I don't know if I would consider myself an aggressive trader. I don't know. This looks strange to me. I don't want to really go long. It feels like it wants to break down, make a new low here. It's just something about it makes it look like it wants to make a new low here. The bear bar like this. Failed trap. Something about this, I don't know. Just yeah, it makes it looks like one new low or something. This might be a confirmation bar. Maybe I'll go short here. Confirmation? Is that confirmation? Snaps back up a little bit. Snaps back up a lot of bit. Interesting. I don't know. This is confusing. 2500 tick. You can kind of see the channel very clearly in the 2500 tick chart. This looks something like this. Disgusting. Nothing I love here. I'm happy with my 540 today. Honestly, if I can walk away with 540 today, I think that's a win today, especially today's price actions. Not looking pretty. Lots of reversals, lots of overlapping bars, lots of wicks. Okay. Interesting. Triangle. Could be like this as well. Which way will this triangle break? I don't know. I don't know. Looks like it wants to break to the downside. I do not know. Fails like entry long. I'll consider. I'll consider it here. Fails like entry long. I'll consider. Might be breaking to the upside. Okay, fair enough. Basically, I'm very confused. All right, I mean, I'll try, whatever. Fail breakout. Let's see if we can get a push down. Basically, I'm just like confused out of my mind. Let's just try to take a trade here. If I fail to break out to the upside, it goes through my order. Will you fill me? Can I get in this trade? Can I get in this trade, please? Okay, I'm in this trade. Let's see here. Is the timing correct here? Strong bear bar is good news for me. Ending on its low. I don't like it. Should I let it cook? Do I have to let this cook? I gotta let it cook, huh? I gotta let it cook a little bit. Wow. Let it cook a lot of it. I don't like any reversal here. It's scaring me. Any reversal here is kind of scaring me. I'm happy with my 500. I'm gonna protect my profits here. It's a confusing day for me. I like my 500 profits. I'm gonna protect it. I don't think it's worth. I don't think this trade is worth risking that 500 for what? Like for a setup that I'm just confused about. Ultimately glad I skunked that trade right now. Maybe with a lower high it might be worth it again, but look at the 2500 tick chart. We're like clearly above the 20 MA. I don't know. We can launch here. It's very confusing to me. The lower high looks like a better trade. The lower high might be the setup people are waiting for. Truly confused though. Truly confused here. A little too sideways for me. It was a triangle, but now it's like turning sideways. Yikes. This is confusing. I'm happy with my... The only problem was I lost a little bit of, what, threshold here? I lost $280 of threshold. Who cares? No big. No big. It's pushing down here. Limit order market. It's very confusing. Astonishingly confusing here. Is this the pop-up we're waiting for? Big pop-up. Completely sideways right now. I just like sit on my paws, to be honest. This is, like I said, this is confusing. Like I'm using a lot of mental capital for no reason right now. Like it's just too confusing. Just stay away from it. I think you just stay away from this market. Lots of trading ranges. Maybe I gotta switch gears, trying to find limit orders quicker. I don't know. Like if I were a limit order, where would I be? OI pattern maybe on the 5-minute could be worth taking. I actually like the OI pattern here on the 5-minute. Kind of helps you decide what direction to go. It decides for you. I'll take an OI on the 5-minute chart. How about that? If we get an OI pattern, right? If this bar closes within this bar, I'll take the OI pattern trade. This is the 5-minute chart, by the way. All right, I'll let the market decide which way I should go. Okay. This is when I break to the upside. 2500 tick chart has some credence to go long here, right? Because we're clearly above the 20 MA. We're in a up, like our channel's ascending here. It's very grindy, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so we don't have the OI pattern here, so we gotta let that go. Let's bring it to the upside. I'm glad I skunked that trade, right? Was it worth it? No, obviously not. Like very tricky, right? Like this ended up creating a triangle. Ended up creating a triangle here. It breaks to the upside and it fails, it reverses, right? Fail breakout. And then comes back up. Ooh, fails catch a short here. Interesting. Do I like that trade? Not really. Not much room. Nah. This is just too confusing for me. I mean, someone out there loves this kind of market, but not I. Not I. Is that the panda? Feels like I just short. It's breaking out a little bit here, but I feel like it's just, if this is a trading range, we're just too close to the top. It's just so confusing to me. Congrats to those who can read this market. I have much to learn still, to be honest. Right, markets like this, I just cannot read. Might as well be in another language, you know what I mean? Might as well be in another language. Like I said, like when you get price action that looks like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. When you have price action that looks like just jumble up messes like this, like it's best to stay away until it gets very clear, And until the market says like, okay, we made our decision which way we're gonna go. By that time, hopefully it's apparent, right? Hopefully it's apparent once the market makes a decision which way it wants to go. We're basically taking one trade so far. We skunked one trade. Even the 5 minute wants to test the 20 MA. It's kind of like the least it wants to do. But bouncing off the top of this trading range. This is why I didn't want to go long here at that fail second just short. Also, it's not really near a support. It's just too close to the top of a trading range if it is. Very confusing. So incredibly confusing here. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And it could be like we won't get big movement until Wednesday. After the FOMC drops, then you get the FOMC press conference, which could be telling. But who knows? Who knows? It's like almost predictable what they're gonna say. They're gonna say it's gonna be, what's gonna make them decide if they're gonna raise interest rates or not. It's gonna be based off or lower interest rates. It's gonna be data driven, whatever the data says. Yeah, I mean, quote unquote, we could be in a recession if our next GDP is what, negative? Is it lower high coming off the top of the trading range? I don't love it, but it can be a trade here. I don't love it. I'd rather wait for the fail second entry long. Let's see if we can get that. But bouncing off the top of trading, we're basically making a double top here off a very clear, right, pivot, which started over here. Just makes me feel like we're going to head back down. And I just don't know if the lower high is going to be strong enough for me. I want to fail second entry long. That's going to be the best setup, in my opinion. We also have a lower high on the 5 minute chart about the trigger, which is making me feel like this could go short, but also 4 overlapping bars in a row. It's just very confusing. Everything's confusing. Lots of like red flags, lots of warning signs. Really hard, nothing super clear. Like you want very clear price. I'll show you like example of what we want to see. But the problem is right now, not the problem, but the reason I'm not doing is because we almost have a setup here. I may go 2 on this one. I may go 2 on this one. If we get a fail second entry long, I would love it right here. Coming off the top of a trading range that we marked very, very decisively, right? Coming off of that trading range, top of it. Very, very clearly. The main thing is like I might not get a setup. It might go down without me. That's the thing I'm actually most worried about. FOMO right now. That's how eager I am to go short. And I just want to set up so I don't miss it. There it is. That's exactly what I want to see. Don't go too high, though. Don't go too high, please. If it breaks this pivot high, I don't know if I want the trade anymore. I could be a little bit eager here. Jumping right there. Okay. Fails against you long. I mean, this is the setup I want. Still like this trade. Okay. Interesting. In this trade. Oh, that reverse very strong. Ah. Very tricky. Very tricky. The risk was not too large, which is why I like that trade. 12-point risk. That's why I like it with 2 contracts. Could be a break-even day today, but I think this trade, maybe it's just too close. I don't know. Too close to some supports. Trying to trade in a direction with a limit order market. Like, we could just be in another trading range like this right now. Like, this is another trading range within trading ranges. This makes it difficult. And if it goes here, then what can you do? If it goes here, what can you do? I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going short here. Right, the 5 minutes completely overlapping bars. The limit orders were all waiting down here. I was worried about that. And I guess that's the reason why I was worried. Tough. I mean, I think the trade itself is a trade that I like. I don't know. I don't really regret it. I think it had potential to really push down. Now we get a second entry short. This might be the push we're looking for. I don't know. Very confusing. Your bat signal bar. I don't know. Don't know. Sitting on my pause. Sitting on my pause. Maybe worth taking here. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go 2 again. Strong bear bar ending on its low. Could be a confirmation to push down now. And what can you do? What can you do? See, that's why like days like today, it does stuff like that, right? Potentially very good setup. What it does, it ends up taking your stops out and then goes the way you want it to go. It does that a lot on days like today when it's very choppy. And unfortunately, this is just an example of why you shouldn't trade in choppiness, even though I think this setup is decent. I think it's a decent setup to go short. Fails like entry long coming off the top. We got double top coming off a pretty clear resistance. We marked it based off this pivot. We broke out of it. We reached it again, tested again, bounced off of it again. So you're thinking it's a good reversal area, and now you get a reversal setup. I think at the end, the trade is just fine. It just doesn't. Ooh, it goes pops back up. Just days like today, it will do stuff like this, right? It will like take you out. The lower high. IO patterns, just very confusing. I don't know if it's even worth it. It's not even worth a trade right now. I was up 500. I was pretty happy about that, but it's like I saw an opportunity. I thought it would be good. Oh, I pattern also on this. It's just
5-minute trap.
It's just like a basically a very untradeable day today. But you know what? We're gonna be disciplined, right, Pandas? We're gonna be disciplined little pandas today. Only very pick and choose very carefully. Only like the best of the best, right? And I really waited for that setup to happen, and it happened. So it is what it is. Lower high. Coming up for trend line and 20 EMA here. Hmm. 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 Huh. 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 Second inch short. Why not? If the market has the cojones to give it to me, then I'll take it. But I doubt it'll give me a setup here if this is really going to start to go down. I just doubt it'll actually give me a setup here if it really wants to go down here. But I'm going to be patient here. I'm going to wait for the absolute prime, top S tier setups. If we get a second to short here, coming off our trend line and 20 EMA, we will attempt to go short again. But has to give us the setup first, pandas. Like, you don't understand how important it is. Like, we need the setup. I will never be upset missing a move because the setup doesn't happen. Well, in theory, I always do get upset when that happens, but you know, you hate it when you call it perfectly, just don't get the setup to get into it. Right? You hate when you call it, okay, double top, probably come back to the bottom of the trading range, but you just don't ever get a setup to it, and the setup that you did get, it failed. Unfortunate. I don't love this. I don't love it. But I'm so eager to go short here. We're going to take the outside bar reversal, and I'm going to pay the price most likely. I most likely will pay the price here. The price will be paid, unfortunately. Looks like. But I'm so eager to go short here. I would say this trade is no longer valid if it breaks this high. Give me a strong bear bar and follow through. Strong bear bar follow through. Reverses back up. Give me some follow through, please. Give me some follow through, please. You just need one trade here, pandas. You just need one trade that works out today. That's all you need. You just need one trade that works out today. That's all I'm looking for. Just one good trade that works out today. My trade copier is doing it again. The funkiness. I don't know what's up with it. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully it doesn't cause issue. Hopefully if I close a trade, it'll be good. Decent push. Whoa!
Target filled.
Easy peasy! Pandas. Like I said, all you need is one good trade. And we're up 860. That's all it takes, Pandas, is one good trade. Absolutely. Waited for that so patiently. Right? We waited for it to break above and push back down. Like I said, it's so imperative. We wait for that setup. Something else, something weird just happened. It just did a target fill on something else. My trade copier is acting wacky, to be honest. My trade copier is acting absolutely just wacky right now. Don't know what's happening. Like I said, all you need is one good trade, pandas. That's it. So eager to go short. So eager to go short. But I was being so patient, waiting for that small break to the... I mean, I literally is one tick, right? That's all you need is one tick to break above so we get that second inch short Pikachu trade, which what we love. 5-minute candle, kind of hitting the previous day's low here. Strong bear bar ending on its low. Let's see if the limit order market's still here or not. We can tell by this candle here. If there's follow through, limit order market might be gone. Pushes back up. Looks like the limit order market might still be here, right? The moment this bar closes, right? When you get strong bull bars like this and the reverses like that on a dime, that's just clear signs you're in a limit order market. Clear signs it's choppy. Strong bear bar ending on its low, reverses on a dime. Clear signs limit order market. Let's see if we can follow through on this. Right, all we need is that one good trade, and we're back on top. Am I gonna hit max today? I don't know. I'm gonna find another good trade here. Nothing I love. Nothing I love. I mean, maybe a second entry short here, maybe, but I doubt we're gonna get it. I'll probably just push down before we can get in. It's most likely we'll push down pretty hard soon. Like, it makes me eager just to just go short right now. Yeah, right. It's gonna snap down. It's gonna, yep, it's flushing. I could have held this trade and made a little more bamboo, but at this point in time, we were already what? Like, we made the 1 to 2 on this trade already. So I don't know. We made more than 1 to 2, so I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm overall happy with that trade. I think we're still in a limit order market, right? When you get a strong bear bar like this, no follow through reverses like this. That's not good. It's not good. We'll see though. Let's let the candle finish. Feels like actually long on the 2500 tick chart. Coming off our 20 EMA and the trend line, kinda, almost. I actually prefer it actually if it hits it first. When it actually misses like this, what can happen is that it will trigger reversal down, but then it gets sucked back up like a magnet back to where it wanted to hit in the first place. That's why I like to wait for the key areas to hit first. Okay, key area hit. Decent reversal back up, right? Clear sign that we're still in a limit order market here, in my opinion. Just one bar push down. We're basically in this trade. We're in this range right now. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. What do you do? Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. What do you do here? I'm happy with the $800 a day, though. I'll tell you that much. BPCF as how many you copying at once? All 20. You can see the top left of your screen or the left of your screen. I'm showing all my accounts. They're all funded, 150K accounts. When I say take advantage of the 90% off, pandas, I mean it. And when I say I want you to take advantage of it, it's because I take advantage of it. The only reason why I have so many accounts is because I took advantage of the 90% off. Like, I just load up as much as I can that I think is reasonable. So the only reason why I have these 20 funded accounts is because you take advantage of the 90% off when it's there. Pandas. 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 I got broads in Atlanta. There's in Dublin and Novanta. Got the cars and the scammers. Pandas! What is this ridiculous price action? You're getting an OI pattern or IO pattern here. It's a strong bear bar. No follow through. Reverses up. This rocket ships back up. I mean, I'll look for a long trade back to the 20 MA here. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Hmm. 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 Okay. Interesting. I kind of want to go long here, pandas. This seems silly, but I kind of want to go long. Limit order market. I should sell here, no? Clearly in the limit order market, I should sell. But I'm buying. I'm buying. It's kind of a strong push down. Ah. Kind of a strong push down, no? Silly to buy here. So silly to buy. Is it so silly to buy? It's silly to buy here, isn't it? Yeah, I'm skipping it. No reason to risk my bamboo here. It's a bad trade. The 5 minute, right? You're just thinking limit order market. It just gets sold. You think it's just going to sell. But we're just so close to the 20 EMA. I want to buy up to it. Better signal bar. Better looking signal bar. Second entry long maybe forming here. I think market's trying to decide what in the world it wants to do here still. Pops up a little bit. Kind of doing what I thought I was going to do. It was risky though. It's kind of risky, right? 5 minutes. I'm just wanting to get to the 20 EMA. That's why I wanted any reason to go long. Especially after a strong push up like this. But clear resistance, as you can see, top of the channel right here. So it's just so confused. So many resistance levels, so many support levels, all intertwining with each other, causing this mass chaos of price action. Right, that's a trade I wanted. The reason why, 20 EMA, 5 minute chart, about to be tested. That's the reason why I wanted that trade. It's all good though. I think there are better trades to look for. You don't want to get too confident, you know. If you get too confident, that's just as bad as being underconfident. Maybe worse, to be honest. Pandas, we're going to do hard stop, 10:45. I know sometimes I go long, but hard stop today, 10:45. Pandas got things to do, people to see. High or low? Curious to see what happens here. Aren't you curious to see what happens here? I'm curious. Very curious, in fact. Interesting. Just balancing off the 20 EMA so perfectly. It's ridiculous. It's like right on time. Big bounce off the 20 EMA. Right on time. Two bear bars ending near their lows. Right on time. Let's see here. Lower high. Lower high, maybe. The reason why I'm looking for a short is because I think we're in a trading range. If we are, we're near the top. Thus, short trades are in my purview. I'm a bear right now. What do you need before asking for a payout with Apex? Just curious. I'm not sure what you're asking there. Like, what are the payout rules? Payout rules is they have like couple consistency rules. They have a 30% consistency rule, so you can't make more than 30% of your profits in one day. So, you know, let's say like I make $5,000. Not one single day can be more than 30% of 5,000. So I can't make more than 1,500 on any particular day. So that's like probably the biggest one. You also have contract consistency, which I genuinely do not like that that rule. If they want you to have contract consistency, then I don't know. It's just a weird rule. It just feels like it's too much left for subjectivity. But basically, if you like trade, what they're trying to prevent is this. You go one contract, but then all of a sudden you go like max 15 contracts, 17 contracts on the next trade. The idea is you're trying to save your account, right? You're just trying to get it out of the hole on one trade, kind of like, you know, or just trying to like swing for the fences. There's also a safety net, so you do need a safety net to withdraw. You can withdraw within your safety net if you're only withdrawing minimum, which is $500. But if you want to withdraw anything more than 500, you need to be above the safety net. So Whatever you withdraw needs to be above the safety. Your account still needs to be above the safety net. My last payout was 2,750 because I was like 9,000. I was like $4,000 over safety net, so I was completely fine. Um, 8 days of trading you need. Max amount is depends on which account you're trading. So the 27 or for the 150K accounts, 2750. I think for the 50K accounts, which is like the most popular account size, is like 2,000. I think 2,000. Those are the main rules in my opinion. Yeah, it's 2,000. I think those are the main rules. One tricky one is the negative 30% consistency rule. A lot of people don't realize, but if you have a losing, not even a losing trade, but from the top of the highest of your account to the bottom, or to your losses, if you ever exceed more than 30% of that of your account profits, then they're gonna consider that also for part of your consistency rules, which is like it's such a hidden rule. People don't know about it, so just be aware that if you're like in a trade and like let's just say you had a really bad red day, like $5,000 negative $5,000, but then you somehow come back and make $1,000, they're gonna see that swing from like the negative $5,000, and they're gonna consider that to be part of your 30% consistency rule. So the 50K is worth it considering. I don't like trading the 50K or the 20Ks. Sorry, the 50Ks, because for me, I like to trade legitimately, and I need some more. Um, I need some more drawdown, because for me, if you're trading one mini contract on the Nascraq, like that $2,000 trading threshold is very small, very small. But the very big plus about the 50K accounts is that you only need $2,000 safety net. I need the $5,000 safety net just to withdraw. It's quite difficult to get there. It's because I only trade one contract. Like if I trade the 50K accounts, I also will probably just trade one contract. So I can get to that 2K very easily. But with the 150K accounts, like I trade one contract, 1 to 2 contracts. It's pretty difficult to get there. I mean, I've gotten there many times, right? But the problem is that it's not easy. How long did it take them for to approve the payouts? My payout got approved in 1 day. So one trading day. It got approved, and what they do is they take that money out of your account, and so then you can trade your accounts again. But they still have not sent me my payout yet, and I requested it like a couple days ago. So it probably takes about 2 weeks for them to actually deposit the money into your account. Nasir says mine says under review for 3 days. Like, have you gotten a payout before? If you've never gotten a payout before, they're gonna be extra critical on your account. And but if you got like multiple payouts before, then they're a little bit quicker. If it's been 3 days, then I'm sorry, maybe like think back. Maybe was there a rule that you broke or something? They could be, just actually. I've been under review for multiple days as well. But ultimately they approved my accounts. Like I've gotten so many payouts that I'm pretty much like whitelisted for them. So and also I trade very very conservative. Like as you guys can see in my trades, like I trade pretty conservative. Like I trade 1 to 2 contracts, and my risk reward is decent. It's decent. It's usually more than 1 to 1. So like I don't really worry about them denying my payouts. But if you never got a payout before, then they may be extra critical. They may take some more time. Just give me a heads up. Anyways, pandas, thanks for joining. Make sure you slap that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. We're up 800 on a nasty day like today, which is great. I think we were just very patient, and the patience paid, right? And I took the appropriate risk. I took the hit here as I should, and I just moved on. And then when another setup came up in the same direction, then I took it again. And that was the only time where I re-entered, and I was very patient for that trade, making a nice made a nice 22-point trade with 2 contracts. That's where we're up 860 today. Great day today, to be honest. On a day like today, I think this is all overall all winning. I think I did every trade as I should. I think that was a good trade here as well. Nothing, I'm not complaining about that one at all. Took a nice trade here, almost traded it perfectly. That was just a 2,500 fails I got just short, which is a nice trade. The 5 minute, touching the 20 MA now. Um, I don't know. There might be a setup here. If it comes back down, it depends on really if it wants to break out or not. Hard to say. Really hard to say. Hmm. From the looks of it, it looks like it's not going to break out, but we'll see. We shall see. Alright, Pandas, with that being said, thanks for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you did, scalp that like button. And definitely join us tomorrow because we're going to do the same thing again tomorrow. We're going to get that bamboo. And I'll tell you this right now, Pandas. I'm going to claim it right now. We will hit max payouts on these 20 accounts, making a $55,000 payout. That's what we're aiming for. 55K, Pandas. 55K is our next payout, and we're going to do it probably within 2 weeks. Stick around and watch and witness and be a witness to the greatness. I'll see you guys at Brian early tomorrow morning. As always, happy drinking, guys. Bye.
$2,500 tick trap.